Hey everyone, this is Mike with CryptoTaxed. Today's video, we're going to do a little technical analysis on Bitcoin, look at the market, and go over some news. But before we begin, as always, let's go over that quick disclaimer. The information provided in CryptoTaxed videos and any accompanying material is for informational purposes only. It should not be considered legal or financial advice. You should consult with your own financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Alright, you guys, with that out of the way, let's just go ahead and hop right into it, and let's just take a look at Bitcoin and what it's doing. Now, if you've seen videos before, I've always kind of typically used Bitfinex for my graph. This is the one that, you know, if you've seen our videos, we've typically used. But I just wanted to show you something. Right now, it's trading, we'll just round it off, we'll just 6,700. If you go to Coinbase, as you can tell, it's trading at 64.25. Now, of course, obviously, that is a difference, a big difference. The reason behind that is when you're on Coinbase, Coinbase trades in actual US dollars. Bitfinex typically goes by Tether, or crypto equivalents of a dollar. And what's happened is, in this past week, and I'm sure if you watch YouTube or look at news, you've probably heard about it, but Tether dropped off its dollar valuation and went down to like 92 cents, which has caused this stable coin to dump into Bitcoin, which is why you see this massive spike on Bitfinex. And on Bitcoin, because it trades strictly in USD, you don't see that just massive spike going on with it. So just wanted to show you that, just that way you're completely aware. Let's go ahead and hop back, and we'll just kind of go over the graphs and stuff. But right here, as you can see, we had that massive spike, and it's just one of them deals where it's really going to be, I think it's breaking this resistance right now. If you look at Bitfinex, it's broken the resistance, it's staying up here, and it's going to be a true test of whether it stays above. If you look at Coinbase, we'll go ahead and hop back over there. Now, what you see in this red line, that is actually the top of the body of the candles from Bitfinex. So I wanted to kind of, if you want to call it as a compare, but compare the two. And as you can see, that's the difference between these candles. We're still above our support line, but it's going to be very important that we stay above this line and not go down below this support level. So what I'm expecting is, based off of these indicators, you know, your MACD, we're getting ready to make a bullish cross. We're still bullish right here. I wouldn't be shocked if, let me go get my paintbrush and be an artist, if we don't kind of go up a little bit and we test this level of resistance. That's what I would love to see. Over here on Bitfinex, clearly we've already broke through. And what we need to see over here is for it to find its level of resistance right here on the previous. So, you know, if it goes up a little more, because right now we're still kind of bullish on both of these, it wouldn't be surprising if we start breaking up just a little bit, come down, and let's test that and make this support level and then start going. Could it happen? Absolutely, but it's no guarantees. Let's go ahead and go back to Coinbase. As you can see, it's the same thing. We're getting really close to this descending triangle where we really need to break one way or another to see kind of what's going to happen. So that's just kind of what Bitcoin looks like. I just wanted to show you that. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this here, and let's go ahead and switch it over to the hour trading. And I'm going to stay on Coinbase just for the simple reason that right now, being on the US dollar, I personally feel the value of what you're seeing at Coinbase is a more reflective of what the true value of Bitcoin is. So to me, I think this is a truer evaluation of Bitcoin versus, what is it up here, 6,700. Again, my humble opinion. and you know, you take it for what it's worth. But when we get in here onto the hour, you will back out and you can see it actually went below our level of support that we drew up here, but it came up, it crossed a resistance, it came back down, and now it's hovering above. So I'm gonna maintain this trend line, but the only bad thing about it right now is if we zoom in, and again, this is an hour, this is not 6 hour day or anything like that, is right now we're more in a bearish pattern. Both of these indicates that we should be testing more of a bearish type pattern. And if you look at the candlesticks, when you actually do candlestick reading, you see all these dojis that are very much so indecision in the market. They are not lining up to be very bullish. They're more or less lining up to be more bearish. But now with the way this MACD is going with the way it's crossing here, I'm not expecting that by no means. Yeah, I think it's going to be more horizontal, and if anything, it's going to kind of trickle until we get that, you know, where the MACD and stuff line up more and it comes up, and that's probably more exaggerated. It's probably literally going to be more level. It's probably going to be more horizontal than anything before we come up and start testing it. That would be more of what I would think with this particular indicator, because right now it's just not screaming, hey, I'm going bearish, I'm just going to lose it. Kind of like this red candlestick. It's not that. As you can see on the stochastic RSI, that was a massive cross we made right there. It was way overvalued on the MACD, so you're asking for something to start bringing some consolidation to the market at that point in time. Right now we're trading even. We did make a bearish cross there, but it's nothing drastic, so I would expect something kind of like that. So let's just go ahead and look at the rest of the markets that we have up here. So we got Ripple, if I can pull it up. All right, as you can see with Ripple, and in the last video we talked about, I was saying that, you know, I'd kind of hold tight with all the indicators on Ripple, and the reason why is not that, you know, I think Ripple's bad or anything. It's just that it's just a lot of indecision. So right now we're on an hour. This is what the hour chart looks like. Let's go ahead and back out a little bit if I get on the right thing. And as you can see, it's still in this descending area. Now this is lining up like a bullish flag, and if for those of you who don't know what a bullish flag is, I'm just going to draw it on. I know I'm not using straight lines. Is basically, here's your flagpole. It's coming down, and if it sets a level of resistance, that's a bullish flag, a reverse 4 if you want to call it that way. Let's go ahead and check it out on the day. This will be more telling of, you know, where we think it's going to go. So as you can see, way back when, we've been in this bear market. We broke through the resistance, but again, that was that massive gain that we had. It was like 100% back in about, you know, well, there it is, the 20th September. So since then, we've practically been in a bearish type pattern. And right now, there's nothing to indicate that, you know, we're really getting ready to go back on a rally. The only thing that you can see here is on the MACD and the stochastic RSI is this is more of a flattening slash bullish pattern. So we might go on a little bit of a run here, but I'm not expecting it to go to the moon. So again, it's not bad. If you're looking at getting to Ripple, now might not be a bad time because we're probably at the bottom of this rally, but don't expect it to, you know, just take off and go parabolic. Let's go check out Ether, which Ether's been doing pretty good recently. So here's our support level. As you can see, we found support. We've came above it. And down here on our other indicators, we have a very bullish move here, a bullish move here. So I wouldn't doubt seeing Ethereum continue to go on some kind of bullish move. Again, I don't know the future. It's just based off what the graph's telling us. That's what we're seeing. And what we're really wanting to see in these graphs is they're so horizontal. As you can see, this broke out the resistance. That was our descending triangle. Ethereum's through the descending triangle pattern. Right now we're just trying to find support so we can start that bull market again. We're just trading horizontal. We haven't found any indicator saying, hey, we're going on a rally. It looked like we might be starting a mini rally there, but then it just leveled off and consolidated more. So that's kind of what we're looking for. Here's Litecoin. Litecoin is still beating its head against the support level. And the thing with Litecoin, it has no room for error. It's been down here. If we go through that level of support, you really have to go back in time to find the next support level. So right there is roughly where the last support level is. So you're talking $41 to say $39. That would be the zone of support if we go through this. So, you know, Litecoin is getting really crucial right now that it maintains this support level. We really need to see it start working its way up in some kind of rally. As far as the MACD and the stochastic RSI, both of them show more of a bullish pattern coming. So, you know, hopefully this is the beginning of some kind of rally. And I tend to believe that based on two different things here. One, you see it leveling out, it's getting ready to cross, which is a bullish indicator, stochastic indicator. But the biggest one, and I've said this in a couple videos, is this pattern right here. It's not gigantic, but this is an engulfing bull candlestick. Engulfing bull, which is this body of this candlestick, engulfs this candlestick. Plus, before that, at the bottom of this downtrend, you had a doji, which is a slight, what you call indecision in the market. And as thin as this is, typically that means it's the end of the pattern you just were in, which in this particular case was a downtrend, which is an indicator of an uptrend, so a bull market. So between those two, I would think Litecoin's getting ready to go on some form of a rally. Again, I'm not expecting these things to go to the moon, but I expect them to go up based off what I'm seeing. Let's go look at EOS. On EOS, we pretty much have the same thing. Bullish indicators, an engulfing bull, and we have an inside up. So on EOS, we have two indicators that indicate we're getting ready to go on a bull market. So let's go ahead and circle again right here. That is your engulfing bull candlestick. This whole candlestick engulfs that one, which means a bullish trend. This one right here, that candlestick pattern is an inside up. So you have this long descending bear candlestick. This one doesn't break more than half. These two combined do not break more than half, and they start where each of them end, which is an inside up, along with an engulfing bull. This what I would expect to go up. So just wanted to put those out there, and we'll go ahead and I'll just erase those. And there's Bitcoin. So again, you know, I don't expect these things just to go through the moon. So don't take these as, hey, we're about to go crazy or whatever. Let's look at my wild card, which is Genesis Vision, GVT. Like I said before, it looks like we're maintaining. It could be heading up, and all the indicators actually on this are not as positive as the other ones. So right now, we're in a perfect time for buying. It's low down here on the stochastic. We're flat right here on the MACD, which is, you know, great sign that, hey, we're getting ready probably to go on some form of a rally. Not to mention, we are still in our bull market channel. So on these other coins, when you want to see a bull market, this is what you want to see. Right now, if we want to continue our trend with GVT, from where we are now, we need to come up here, because the last level, and I think I got my wrong indicator, so this might make a ray. It will make a ray. I apologize for that. I'll change that later, but just so you can see, we need to go through that. So that's kind of our next resistance level, because we've came down. Now we need to go up, and we need to test that. So we need to get above $13 in that, which is the rate we're going very, very possible. So if anybody's following that with GVT, now might be a good time to get in before a rally. Again, just my personal opinion, not a financial advisor. So that's what it looks like with the major ones. If you want us to add a coin to keep track of, do a little TA on, by all means, put it down in the bottom. I'd be more than willing to go through it, look at the charts, and just give you my humble opinion on it. Let's go ahead and hop into the news for the day. So the first news we're going to hop into is news, btc.com, and all these articles, I'll put a link in the below. That way if you want to read them, by all means, check them out. So this is talking about how Fidelity is going to be the first Wall Street firm to launch a crypto-based branch trading desk. And if you don't know, Fidelity, if not the largest, is one of the largest retirement fund companies out there. Where I work, we use Fidelity to do our 401k. So this is actually huge as far as getting in people to cryptocurrencies. They're based out of Boston. Well, here you go. I'll just show it to you. They're based out of Boston, and they're responsible for $7.2 trillion in customer assets. In the cryptocurrency market, we've never even tested 1 trillion. We've been to $750 billion, but we've never broke 1 trillion. Fidelity alone has 7.2. That's your retirement funds and stuff. So they're looking at building on cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and they're going to call it the Fidelity Digital Asset Services. So when we're in the crypto sphere, if you go watch my videos or any other person on YouTube or blogs saying we're waiting for the herd, we're waiting for institutional investors, this is what we're talking about. Right now, we have some people out there, but it's not really the known people. This would be somebody that's well known, well represented, well trusted to lure, if you want to call it that, or bring in the institutional investors. There's some in there now, but we don't have the big names in the crypto sphere. This would be enormous. The thing is right here, the CEO and chairman, Abigail Johnson, for Fidelity Investment, says flat out their goal is to be out by the end of this year. So as I've said in the previous videos, if you've never heard of Backed is another one getting ready to come out. Fidelity's getting ready to come out. November to December, you can just about take it to the bank that is going to be a very, very exciting time in Bitcoin. If you are thinking about getting into it, just be aware, if you're on the fence, these things are coming. They're coming really, really soon. So, I'm not telling you which way to go. It's not Bitcoin, Ethereum, cryptocurrencies is definitely not right for everybody. For me personally, I'm in it. I like it. There's several people out there that it's for. If you're on the fence and you don't know whether it's right for you, read some of these articles and make those decisions based off that. Don't take my opinion or people on YouTube's opinion that, you shouldn't invest or whatever. I never want to mislead anybody because I don't know your situation. I don't know your finances. But I want to bring you as much information as possible so to help you make those decisions. So, right now, there's Fidelity, Citigroup, NASDAQ, JP Morgan, and there's other financial firms that are exploring cryptocurrency products to try to bring in institutional investors. So, this is huge. This is huge news, in my personal opinion. So, I'm going to put a link below. Feel free to read this. The next one is a cryptocurrency payment platform, BitPay, is introducing settlements in stablecoins. So, if you don't know what a stablecoin is, it's like I said earlier in this video, an example of that's Tether. Is where they have a cryptocurrency out there that tries to maintain a dollar, and what a lot of people that trade do is they'll buy one of these altcoins, and instead of coming back to Bitcoin or trading all the way back to USD, they'll trade in Tether. That way when they go back, they maintain whatever the value was that they gained or lost, if you want to call that, but most of the time gained, they maintain it. But Tether has proven itself not to be a true one-to-one. It's kind of all over the place sometimes within a range. I don't want to make it out like, hey, they're $1, they're 30 cents. No. It's most of the time they're within like 95 cents to say $1.05. So they are within a range. But there's other ones coming out now, like True USD. Now you have Gemini dollars and Circle US dollar coin. And what this is aiming to do is to bring this payment system to merchants, for merchants to say, hey, this is the equivalent of $1. I know exactly what this crypto asset's worth. It's not like where Bitcoin or Ethereum, they can alter value within a day drastically. These coins are supposed to stay true to the dollar 1-to-1. So go ahead and check this out. You can read through it, and it's a really good read as far as trying to understand what stable coins are and how they can be used in the market. So I'll put a link below to that. And last but not least, we're just going to look at the market. And as I do in most all my videos, I try to bring you alternatives to CoinMarketCap. Not because I don't like them, it's just because I want to give you as many potential tools out there as possible, because CoinMarketCap's frankly not for everybody. You might love it, and hey, by all means, I use it too. So it's not like I'm not recommending it. But this is CoinLib. I'm not supported by them. I'm not, affiliated with them at all. It's just one that I found. If you check out my other videos, you'll see different ones like CoinGecko, CryptoCompare. You'll see some other ones too. But this is just the one I brought today. So on this site, we can check out the market, and they do the top 50. One thing nice about them is, as you can see right there, they do a live update. So as these values change, you're brought basically a live update of positive or negative. They also give you the Bitcoin equivalent of what Ethereum, Ripple, or any coin is. So if there's people out there that trade solely with, whatever the value of Bitcoin is, this might be a good one for you. You can come right here and see it right off at the top. Here's the market cap, what everybody is, how they rank accordingly, the volume for the day, and it also gives you the Bitcoin evaluation. It gives you 24-hour percent up, and it gives you an interactive chart over here. So if you want to see a certain time, instead of going and clicking getting into it, you can actually hover it over it like, what I'm doing right here, and see what it was. And as you can see with the market, we're actually green today, and we're seeing some big numbers, 9% here, 4%, 5%, which, if you've heard me talk before, 2, 3%, while it is a gain or a loss, that's normal. It happens. You start getting above 5, that's starting to be more substantial. That's starting to show you direction of the market. So right now, I'd say the market is looking a little more healthy. It's been flat forever. So it's great to see it going that way. Here's another stable value, that True USD. That's a stable. So these should always maintain $1 or pretty dang close to $1. Just be aware. And again, as I said, it's only 50. The other nice thing about CoinLib is if you go under exchanges, I'm sorry, I should have clicked it. You can go click any of those exchanges, or do like this, click all exchanges, and they show you the 24-hour volume from what countries, or basically where the crypto exchange is located, what exchange is doing the most volume. So in this case, Binance by far is doing the most volume, and you can see that. They also give you the actual exchanges and what they trade in. So you can go to these exchanges and you can expect to trade in X, Y, or Z on these pairs. So, check it out. It tells you the market capitalization of each one, how big they are and stuff. Kind of gives you their logos, and this is a really neat site. And so anyway, I'll put it in the description below. I just wanted to bring it to you. But with that, you guys, if you like this video, want to see more, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you're updated anytime we bring more videos to you. We also have like a mini Crypto 101 class. So if you're looking to get into crypto, we'll have a little class going over how to buy, what are the exchanges, just the basic stuff to get you involved into crypto. If you like it, by all means, please smash the like. It helps our channel grow. And with that, you guys, I hope you find this very informative. If you have any comments, leave them below. Any coins you want to see, leave them below. And let me know what you think the market's going to do. And I hope you have a good evening. And with that, I hope you have happy trading. We'll talk to you next time.